Friends, this is Ernesto from Eternity College, and I want to invite you to join us this spring in Israel. This is an unforgettable journey that will deepen your understanding of the Bible. It's really hard to put into words. I had the pleasure of going to Israel for the first time back in 2019. Now, at that point in my life, I had spent 6 years studying the Bible. I had 2 degrees in biblical studies. I'd been teaching the Bible for over 4 years at a formal level. And even with all of that experience and information, that trip to Israel and the 12 days of traveling the lands of the Bible completely transformed how I read and understand the story of God today. I want you to picture yourself walking in the footsteps of the biblical prophets, climbing to the top of Mount Carmel while Elijah has that standoff with the prophets of Baal. Maybe visiting a place near Tel Dan called Abraham's Gate. This is where Abraham actually passed through on his journey to go and rescue his nephew Lot. You know, sometimes it's hard to remember that the stories of the Bible are not just stories made up, but they're actual real events that happened in a real place. And on this trip, you will literally visit those places. One of my favorite parts of these trips as well is that we have in-country guides that take us to all the various sites. Now, at first you might think that this is just a typical tour guide, but no. In Israel, becoming a tour guide is almost like getting your master's degree. There is intense schooling and tests and ongoing education. And these guys are a wealth of information and knowledge, and they travel around with us to every site. They have answers to questions that you wouldn't even think to ask. Now, of course, there's fun things like we go sailing on the Sea of Galilee or we float in the Dead Sea, but then you'll also visit Nazareth. You'll come over the hills into this small little city where Jesus, the Messiah, where he grew up. We'll stand in the synagogue where he read from the scroll of Isaiah. We'll walk the streets of Jerusalem. We'll hike through Hezekiah's tunnel. We'll visit the hill where Jesus was crucified. If you can make it happen, please don't miss this chance to embark on a life-changing adventure. I can promise you that no matter how deep your knowledge of the Bible is, no matter how well you think you know the scriptures, this trip will transform your life and the way that you read the Bible forever. Join us.